So today we're going to talk about how to extend a theme unit in your classroom, how to use it in different ways. I am a firm believer that anything you bring into your classroom should be able to be used in a variety of ways to target a variety of skills because our classrooms are just too small for all the things and our students have all the needs. So we need to make sure that when we bring something into our classroom, it's going to do more than just one little thing. So I'm going to use the summer unit, since it's summer, as my example, but all of the components that I'm going to show you and the different ideas, they apply to any of the theme units in my bundle. So the first thing in the bundle are the theme vocab words. So the cards, they look like this. So you could just use these. You could put them out and you work on just the vocabulary of them, the meaning of them. You can add in function, feature, and class. So what is he doing? He's swimming. What is that? It's a sport, it's an activity, it's an exercise. But you can also extend it. So for example, if you take two words, you can talk about how they're similar and different. So we might actually do this first, just talking, and then we introduce the Venn diagram, which is on a lot of the assessments. So we want to get our students ready for seeing them in different formats, but knowing that it's the same skill. So I put these on the whiteboard. Okay, this is a beach, this is a pool. How are they same? How are they different? What do you do at both of them? And then I extend it. So once we get used to that, I take the rest of the cards and we talk about where you would see that activity. So for example, we would have the Venn diagram. So shovel. Do you normally see that at the pool or the beach? So we talk about how we often see it at the beach. What are they doing with it at the beach? Who uses it at the beach? What can you make with it at the beach? And then we talk about things that are at both places. So most likely you're going to see a chair at the beach and at your pool. And then we talk about different activities. So floating, both the beach and the pool have swimming, but mostly you see floating in and they would know it was the pool. And so we talk about how things are slightly different and slightly similar and how, and then we can incorporate all that language. Have you ever used a shovel? What did you use the shovel for? We have sunglasses and sunscreen. You see those in both places. Flip-flops, you see those in both places. What do you do with flip-flops? If you don't like the feel of flip-flops on your feet, what else could you wear? And different actions that you see at them. So sunbathing, you would see it at the pool or the beach. What would you do with a sun hat? You'd wear it. Why? So you can integrate safety, and we talk about safety with the sunscreen and the sunglasses and how they're all tools to keep our bodies safe. We talk about where you might find a pool, what types of things you bring in the pool. So there's lots of different ways you can use the vocabulary word wall. It doesn't just have to be for teaching the language. Once you have the cards, you can order them by alphabet. You can pick 3 cards and write a sentence about them, write a story. So many different ways. So don't just get stuck in, oh, this is my word wall. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about are the vocabulary activities. So there are 3 different grids, and they've got the word or the pictures, they've got words, and then they have definitions. So you could just use it how it's designed. You could use it where they're matching whatever sheet you chose. So they're matching the word to the definition, the picture to the label, whatever. But you can also play games with it. So that's what I wanted to show you. So you can cut the pictures apart, cut the words apart, or you could do this with definitions. And then we have students randomly pick a picture. They have to label it. You can extend it by saying, give me a sentence with it. describe it to me. What do you use it for? Again, bringing in function, feature, and class. And then we've already hidden the words cut apart all over the classroom, so they have to go and find the word. So they're reading different words, they're discriminating between words, and they're showing that they demonstrating that they understand what that picture is and the word it represents. So there's lots of different ways to build in the language, the reading, differentiating. Putting it in slightly different formats will help our students learn to use their skills in a variety of ways, and that's when it becomes really functional for them. Each of the units also has the 10 frames, and it comes with the cards and little pieces to put on the 10 frames. But you can do so much more with these cards. Don't just use them with the 10s frame. So you can have students pick cards, 3 cards, and put them in order, so it's non-sequential order. You could have them, give them 10 of them and have them put them in sequential order. You could have them pick a card and they have to count to that number. They could pick a card and they have to put that many items on it, like build a block tower of 2, build a block tower of 12. You could have them put, after they've built the towers, take the cards away and have them move the block towers into the lengths by length, so ordering it by length. There's so many different things you can do. And the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is every unit comes with a book. So this one is What Can You Do During the Summer? So you can just read the book and then, let me just take that off for you. So you read the book, there are matching pictures so that it's keeping the students' attention. They have something to do and interact with the book. So you could just do that, but you could also do extensions with it. So you could play in the sprinkler during the summer. So ask them questions. Have you ever played in a sprinkler? Where did you play it? In your backyard, your front yard, grandma's, whatever. What do you think comes out of the sprinkler? Oh, water. Is it hot? Is it cold? Does it get your whole body wet? Do you like it? Why or why not? There's so many different things you can ask. You could build a sandcastle during the summer. So I live in New York, so how come you couldn't build a sandcastle in the winter? And so you could talk about different seasons. You could talk about the tools that you'll need to build the sandcastle, where you would find a lot of sand. There's just so many different things you can use to expand the language. So the point of this is to really concentrate on not getting stuck in using the unit materials just as I have designed them. I try to design them in a way that could be implemented into any classroom, but don't get stuck there. Make sure you're using all of the materials to the fullest extent because they're taking up space in your classroom, so you need to be able to use them. So I will drop a link to the bundle of units. In the description of the bundle are all the individual units so you can see. I generally do 1 unit for 2 weeks before moving on. Now you will notice that a lot of the units have similar activities. They're just changing the vocabulary and the graphics. And that's on purpose. So I have some people who are like, I don't understand. Are you just changing it? So our students often can't generalize and struggle with learning how to do new activities. So we don't want them working on how to do the activity. We want them learning the skill. So yes, they might be doing 10s frames in the summer and the fall unit, and that's okay because they need to know that skill. They don't get focused on, well, I already did this. Our students don't retain as well. They don't generalize as well. So we need to create those opportunities for them to practice them over and over and over in a variety of ways with a variety of materials. I hope this helps. I'll talk to you soon.